Okay, you guys, so we're about to go into the nether now to begin our nether adventure and just have a little bit of fun, I guess you can say. So I'll see you guys there when we get there. Okay, you guys, so we made it to our little extraction site in which we have all our fun, I guess, gathering resources. We've been here before for several other occasions in which we stole resources from the land, but today we're actually back to the same area, well, general vicinity in which I actually did take blocks from. It seems like other people have been here though, because usually when I take blocks, I tend to actually take all the blocks in general to that thing, I guess you can say. Like if we look over here, like somebody did not do a great job at taking this glowstone. So shame on you, good sir. This is all, valuable stuff right here. So whoever it is, you guys are going to need to own up to it because this is a valuable resource. And wow, what in the world is my frames doing? They are surely jumping up and down. Let's take a look at Task Manager quickly, you guys. Fraps, you are killing my computer, I think. From what it seems like, my computer does not want to actually take what you're doing very comfortably. Man. But I wanted to talk to you guys about, I guess, random little events that have been happening and just, have a fun-filled conversation with you guys about things in general. I mean, I haven't produced an AfterLife video in, I guess, over a week now, and I thought, I need to post one this week, so why not do it while talking to you guys? I felt like streaming would have been something fun to do. However, I can't really get the streaming game down currently at the moment, which is quite the sad thing, as a significant amount of you guys actually want me to live stream, but I can't really figure out my settings, nor can my computer really handle it for some reason. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I really need a new computer. As bad as that sounds, like, I am playing on a laptop. That's really sad to quite a bit of people, or impressive to some people. But like, I'm able to do all this type of stuff with my laptop, and yeah, that sounds a bit sad. And just saying laptop is just a bit sad to the PC master race, in my opinion. But like, my computer can't handle live streaming, so like, I've been doing previews of like my live stream, like in OBS, and I can't really get the setting down, which is not the greatest thing in the world. Like, it is quite the disappointment, and I can't really figure out any good settings. Like, I've been trying to use OBS. I don't know if I should use XSplit and try that out, but like, I really don't know what to do because I've looked at like 10 or so videos on like setups for OBS, and like, none of them really work. All of them basically say the same thing, and it just kind of oppresses me in a way. It kind of makes me sad deep down inside, knowing I can't live stream this, because this is actually something I wanted to live stream, believe it or not. I wanted to live stream me collecting quartz for the man, I can't even think of the thing's name. For the project in the games district that was made by that KS dude. It was King of the Ladder. There we go. I couldn't think of the name off the top of my head right now. But man, that's not good if I can't think of that right off the top of my head. But I think school's just getting to me, like, dealing with physics and just math in general. It's never fun. No bueno. But yes, this is actually something that I wanted to live stream, but eventually I just gave up because if my computer can't handle it, I'm not going to keep trying, because I've tried for like the past week. I've been looking into it, and I can't really find anything. Like, it's really sad. Like, I tried making it a 720 live stream. I've tried, downscaling it. I've tried messing with like the bit rate. I've tried messing with like the actual, the harm it does, or the amount of pressure it puts on the processor, and none of that really seems to work in the end. If not, it seems like it makes the stream look really poopy, to where it just doesn't work out, period. So I really do not know at the moment. Then again, the spawn at AfterLife really does suck too. But then again, it just seemed like lowering my video settings from 12 render to 8 just seems to make the world a lot better. I don't know what it is, but that simple thing right there just made my frames like go up 40 FPS at the AfterLife spawn, which is quite the great thing to be doing. But if you guys don't know, on Sunday, like right after the recap, AfterLife released their website, so if you guys want to, while listening to me talk, you guys can go check that out. I'll explain to you guys how the site actually works. So if you go to AfterLifeSMP.com, which is also linked in the description below, you guys will be taken to a nice homepage, which at the top has several links to other little sections of the website, which is the recap, the podcast, the feed, the AfterLife feed, which I will explain. It also has the world map of the server where you can go around in the 3D mode or 2D mode of the map and check out what we're doing, and you can also see who's online. And then I feel like I'm forgetting one thing, but I think that may or may not be it. Let me go there too. And then it actually loads pretty quickly, and then there's the application and then news area. So since you guys start off at the at the home page, basically you guys come to see a nice bit of faces, you know, familiar faces hopefully, as they're all AfterLife members. And what you can do with that is if you click on their face, it actually takes you to their own little section of the website, which takes you to their AfterLifeSMP.com/their username, like their Minecraft name or YouTube name, whichever it is. And it has their bio, like which they put them there themselves, or well, I put there, like that they wrote themselves. And it also shows their Twitter feed, their YouTube link, and their Twitter link, and possibly their Twitch link if they do really advertise it. Kind of all depends. But those are the 3 things that are advertised in that section, which is pretty cool. So you guys can get their essentials, I guess, essential social media stuff, which is pretty cool. And you can also read up about them and get to know them a little bit if you haven't already. So you can do that for each member, which is pretty awesome. Now moving on to the news area. So what the news area is, it's like sort of like a blog thing, I guess you can say. I probably should be leaving myself like little cookie trails or cracker trails. What do they do in that story? Breadcrumbs. There we go. Like, if I couldn't remember that, then like I don't know what I did with my childhood. But yeah, I should be doing that. So the news feed is like a blog post, and essentially where I give, I guess, basic updates about what's happening, like big updates, not small things such as releasing the website, the podcast coming back, and just doing more with the hub channel, more events happening on the server. That's the type of stuff that I want to give on there. So like big stuff that are going to, I guess, be really cool, and we're going to help unify everything to be on that website, like the podcast or the recaps, all the members, etc. So it's like an all-in-one thing for you guys to just make your lives a bit easier. And then again, there are no ads on it, so it should be pretty great for you guys. Like, you guys don't have to worry about ads. But so once you, like, the news just tells you essential stuff that comes out maybe every 2 weeks, or depending on, you know, how AfterLife's doing, then we'll see what happens with that. So that's basically what that is. But now we have the feed. So the feed is something that tells you what each AfterLife member uploaded recently. So that's a pretty awesome tool in my opinion. It tells one video of each member. So like Snow, if she hasn't uploaded in, okay, let's like say 5 days, but other members uploaded after her, well, she'll still be showing up on there. And sometimes it randomly spotlights you, like it randomly like moves a person to be on top of everybody. But it features their most recent video on their channel, which is pretty cool. And I can't thank Squiz enough for actually doing that and putting all his effort into that. If you guys don't know, the person that made the website is Squiz Films. Also, if you look at the bottom of the website, you can see his name, which is Jaden Hair. Man, I can never get that right. So that's his last name. But if you guys click on that, you guys can automatically go to his website or his Twitter. I can't remember which one he actually linked, but he's a pretty cool guy, and you guys should go check him out because he is bae. Or, well, he's one of the baes that I have. J. But, so the feed tells you the most recent video of each AfterLife member, except Biotic currently. We're still trying to get that situated, because his YouTube link does not want to work with the actual code itself, so it's a bit odd currently. And then you guys also have the recap section, which has the AfterLife recap playlist, which essentially starts you guys off with the most recent recap and allows you guys to get caught up from there. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch the most recent AfterLife recap? And then there's the podcast section, which has the podcasts themselves and the most recent podcast, and then it also has the questions where you guys can submit questions for the podcast, which is also pretty cool too. pretty useful stuff on there, believe it or not, like all in one place type stuff. And then right after that, you have the world map for the server where you guys can see what AfterLife member is currently on, the location. You can sort of see what they're doing, as the map does update quite frequently on there. So I mean, just try not to spoil stuff with that, or we might have to change what happens with that. But it's a good useful tool. It allows you guys to stalk members, check up on how active the server's being at the current moment in time, and just see what everybody's up to. So I mean, it's a great tool for you guys, and it's a great tool for the AfterLife members, and we just thought it would be something very fun for you guys to mess around with. Because I mean, for me and Austin were having quite a bit of fun with that, believe it or not. Like, I can tell you an easy story about this. So me and Austin tend to hit each other a bunch on the AfterLife store, which may or may not sound weird. I mean, depends on how you think about it. But me and Austin tend to hit each other. Not hit on each other, but I guess it technically is hitting on each other. I don't know, it depends on how you want to process it. But we tend to hit each other, which results in I guess a friendly little hitting contest on who can get the last hit, who can hit each other the most, etc. And we like to do that quite frequently with each other. Like in the past week, I think we've done it like 3 or 4 times, if not even more. And that's just a bit absurd. Because, you know, our armor, and yeah, we're one of those people. We like to worry about our armor. But nonetheless, we use the world map because sometimes we would log on each other to spy on each other to make sure that they're not camping where we just logged out at, because we just got the final hit. So now the other person's going to be waiting to actually get the hit. So it's a fun little useful tool for us to, I guess, screw around with each other. I don't know if that's the correct word usage that I should be using right then and there, but it's a fun tool. Okay, that is not a pretty sight. Can I get over here? Can I make a bridge for myself? Okay, this is fun. Great. How much? Okay, so let's see, 3. Okay, this is not really a lot. I was hoping for a lot more, because at this rate we are not going to be getting anything done. But you guys have the world map, which is a good tool that I highly recommend that you guys eventually check out at some point, because it's a beautiful thing. And if you guys hover your mouse on the right side of the world map, it actually pops up a thing in which you guys can see the nether, the overworld, the end, and allows you guys to make the world 3D, like where you guys can see all the structures in 3D, or you can simply see it like a Minecraft map in actual Minecraft. So I mean, it's a pretty cool tool. Highly recommend that you guys go check it out. And then there is one last thing, which is the AfterLife, I guess, application section, which is currently still closed. We have no intent of really opening it. I mean, there's a possibility in doing so, but we don't really have an intent on really doing much in with about inviting, or I guess what are the words, or accepting new members currently. We're kind of just making sure that all the AfterLife members are doing great themselves currently. And yeah, so I mean, that's basically what the website is currently. We don't really know if the website needs anything else done. I mean, it doesn't seem like it has any bugs at the moment from my knowledge. We're currently just, I guess, fiddling with the members' bios, and that's really it. Everything else seems to be working fine, which I still can't thank Squiz enough for that. He put so much work into it. I think he put 10 hours into it. Not straight now, because that would be really crazy, because he actually has a life now where he works. So yeah. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go for a bit. I'm gonna actually go mining for a bit, and I'll catch you guys in a bit, I suppose. Okay, you guys, so we're back now, so hopefully you guys are glad that I'm back for this quick little break, but anyways, so we're at the King of the Ladder project that KS Dude started and never really decorated the outside, but he technically finished the project, he just more of didn't make it pretty, but now we have all our essential needs. I assume that we do. We have enough yellow stained clay, we have a bunch of lapis blocks. Now the actual real question is how much nether quartz how much nether quartz blocks are we going to get? So you guys should probably leave a comment in the section below and tell me how much you guys think we're going to get, because over there I'm going to be placing them all. I'm not going to be breaking them on camera because that'd be a bit absurd, but we're going to have fun placing 3, okay, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 stacks of nether quartz ore. So that's going to be an insane amount, and we're going to see how well that goes. So tell me in the comment section below. Pause the video right now. Don't even cheat, because cheating is for losers now. Come on now. So tell me in the comment section below how many stacks of nether quartz blocks I'm going to get. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay, you guys, so we're back now. So I actually just finished breaking up all the blocks currently, and we have a good bit. So make sure to leave the comment about like how many blocks I mined. So I'm actually going to reveal to you guys right now. So if you haven't already left a comment about how many blocks you think there is, or well, typed it out so you guys can press, submit a comment at the end of the episode, then, please make sure to pause the video. That way you guys don't spoil it for yourselves or cheat the system. But we've gained a significant amount. We gained over 9 stacks of quartz blocks. Well, 1 block actually doesn't count because I already had 3 quartz in here and I had 3 nether quartz remaining. So that is actually an insane amount of nether quartz, or well, blocks of quartz, and I wasn't actually expecting to get that much. But I think that may be enough to actually finish this bad boy. So I'm actually going to finish this off camera, because I mean, you guys already have seen enough about this, and I just think that you guys wouldn't really be interested in hearing me talk about another story again. Plus I don't want to drag the episode out, so I will show you guys the end result at the end of the episode, so I shall see your faces in a bit. Okay, you guys, so we're finally done with the actual project now. Let's just say I'm never using those 3 blocks, or well, 2 of those blocks ever again as a combination, because they are the most exhausting blocks to get, and they are probably some of the most difficult blocks in my opinion to get. And they look pretty, but man, it's not worth it in the end. Like, it took me forever to get the lapis blocks, and then the quartz lasted through, but still it's an expensive block. But lapis, I don't even know what is wrong with that block. But let's actually reveal to you guys what has happened. So if you guys can see, the pattern actually has been finished all the way to the top, which is pretty awesome. There's just like a ton of blocks here that you guys can see used. The pattern is continuous. You can see that I didn't mess up. I messed up a few times while actually building this. However, you can see that the design actually flows and continues to do its spiral design, which is pretty awesome. But we are never using you again, because the AfterLife members didn't even have you. Like, I used like 7 stacks of those blocks from Austin, and that still wasn't enough, and I had to go mining. I paid AfterLife members 7 diamonds per stack for each lapis block, like stack of lapis blocks, and like still, like, I gained like 5 stacks and it was still not enough. Like, I used 12 stacks maybe, and then I had to mine, and it was exhausting. Like, I mined for like a few hours just trying to get enough lapis blocks to finish it off, because after I went to go and build off camera, I still didn't have enough, so I had to go mining again. Still didn't have enough, went back mining again, and I still didn't have enough, and then I went back again, and I finally had enough. It's currently 2 o'clock while I'm doing that. I finally got all the blocks that I needed, and now we have our finished product, believe it or not, which is pretty awesome. We still have to actually mess with that, but we are calling this the finished product for right now, because the cloud design for those will be changed later. But King of the Ladder, you are done. We can have fun with you pretty soon and have a lot of deaths with you. But that is it, you guys. Hopefully as you enjoyed the AfterLife episode, me talking in the nether while trying to gather resources for this big bad boy, and then also just, I guess, me like doing a speed lapse of me mining, and then just like, I guess, dealing with King the Ladder. But that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I shall see your faces in the next video. But anyways, peace out, you guys.